Hello and welcome to the second part of my expedition vehicle tour series. Last time we focused on the chassis and the box of my Mitsubishi Fuso truck. This time we're going to focus on the technical details of the driver cabin. But before we do that, let me show you the wonderful campground I'm currently stationed just a few feet away from the Lake of Zurich. The campground Fischer's Fritz is located at the left side of the Lake Zurich, just 4 kilometers and a 10-minute bike ride into the historic center of Zurich. The campsite is open all year round, and in summer there's an exquisite restaurant with fresh fish from the lake. There's a convenient bike route along the lake into the center of town, where you find a wide variety of restaurants, specialty shops, bars and coffee houses. In summer, this campground is rather busy, but in winter there's hardly anybody around, and you can enjoy a spot directly at the lakeside. But without further ado, let's jump into the driver's cabin. There's an easy double-door passage from the living area to the driver cabin. And you don't have to be a yoga teacher to pass from the back to the front of the expedition vehicle. And now, let's look at that again from my perspective. The steering wheel can easily be adjusted by lifting the lever and fitting it to the body position. Since the Mitsubishi was designed in Asia, my eyeline roughly aligns with the top end of the driver door window. I am 6'2" and I wish the side window would be about 20 centimeters higher to get a better view to the side. The dashboard of the Fuso has a very simple and easy design. The driver eyeline is about 2 meters and 25 centimeters above street level, which gives you an elevated field of vision over narrow streets and oncoming traffic. What I really like about the Mitsubishi Fuso chassis with the 3.40 m wheelbase is the incredible turning circle of roughly 15 meters. In narrow neighborhood streets, this allows you to make a full 360-degree turn without having to maneuver back and forth. And now let's look at that again from another perspective. And again from the backside. The driver cabin allows for 3 passengers. The seat in the center folds down in order to have a passage from the box to the driver cabin. As an alternative, a wooden platform for a passenger dog can be installed with hooks for the dog leash. The dashboard is very simple and all additional switches are marked with their individual function. There are 2 overhead storage compartments. In one of them, I keep my TomTom navigation system, which clicks to the support on the dashboard. The entire roof of the Fuso driver cabin has been elevated by 42 centimeters to allow an upright passage between the driver cabin and the living area. This creates a large additional storage space inside the driver cabin. I use it for my emergency equipment. Next to the steering wheel on the right, there is the diesel particulate cleaning filter switch, the heater for the outside mirrors, and the idle stop-start off switch. Below there is the switch for emptying the grey water tank. This is very convenient because you don't have to leave the driver cabin when you empty your tank. To check my driving hours, I also keep an old watch next to the steering wheel. And I really appreciate that the heat and AC regulation can be done manually with old-fashioned knobs and not with a digital display. The emergency signal conveniently sits on top of the dashboard. The 4x4 drive is switched on by engaging the front drive and also turning both front wheel knobs into the locked position. The low transmission mode is turned on by pressing the transmission switch for a couple of seconds into the low position. The additional custom-built switchboard features the engine heat circulating pump, the switch for the reversing camera, the reversing lights, and the 4000 lumen laser high beams. There is a convenient extractable cup holder and a small compartment for the protective service gloves that I use to fill up gas and empty grey water. The fire extinguisher sits in the back of the driver's seat, and the weight of the driver can be regulated under his seat. In front of the Mitsubishi Fuso, 2 steel hooks for towing are mounted to the chassis. The engine is secured by a solid underbody protective steel plate. And now it's slowly getting cold, and I am retreating to my tiny home on wheels by the lake. I hope you enjoyed this episode of my expedition vehicle tour. Thanks for your support and your comments, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Due to the overwhelming response, that might take a couple of days. If you haven't seen my last vlog, Go to my website JOURNEYMAN and you will find it there. If you are interested to be part of my upcoming world travels, please subscribe to my channel. Ciao! I look forward to seeing you soon.